Hello and welcome to another episode of Live Feed with your host, Richard Santiago. Live Feed is brought to you by theBULLYexposed.com, a 501c3 nonprofit organization geared at helping survivors of bullying, so let them help you. Also brought to you by Traveling Tech Teacher for all your digital resources. Check out travelingtechteacher.com. So the life of a DoD dependent, episode number 2. So let me call in a few friends here and we can start the show. So today my wife finally has got her orders. We pretty much have an idea of what time we're leaving. What day we're leaving, not time, but what day we're leaving. What day things will be packed up. For instance, I told you that all my video equipment gets packed up. All the all the equipment that is used to make the films that I do, the computers and so on, they all get packed up. And once they get packed up, I cannot edit any film seriously for probably about 6 months, because they'll have everything I have. Now I'll have iMovie. I don't know if you guys ever used it. It's not very professional, but I can make decent products with that. So if I have a client that might have something real quick that I might need to do, I can work from there if need be. So the hardest part about the move sometimes is that, especially when you're moving somewhere overseas, because a lot of people don't know the rules, and that's not saying that the United States government is not doing its job right. It's not the government. It is the civilian sector. They don't know. They think they know all the rules, but they really don't. And we'll go to do something, and someone will say, "No, you can't do that." And we'll try to explain to them, "No, we said we could do it." And that person that from the government ends up having to usually call them and say, "No, this is okay. They can do this." So that's where it's at. Today we have turned in our visa. We mailed our visa to, I believe, Washington is where they get mailed to. So we have done that portion. So now we start working on getting our visa back. And this is just the process right here of how it's done. And it looks like we'll be leaving, the stuff will get packed sometime in July. So that's going to be a lot of fun because I won't have the stand that I'm using right now to do the show with you guys. You guys know that I don't like holding the stand holding my iPad in my hand while I do the show, because all that jitteriness for me is not cool. I realize that there are a lot of videos that are like that and people that do videos, but for me, considering that I am a filmmaker, I think that my shots should be as nicely framed, as nicely lit, as nicely steady as my films are that I do. So it's going to be tough because I'm not going to have this stand that I'm using right now, and a lot of the shots are going to look like from the bottom up, like they're shooting up into my nose. So that's something we're going to have to deal with for a while until the stand comes back from being shipped overseas. So the shows are going to be a little rough. They might be short shows because now I got to start packing up my office. I got to start packing up the house. So they might be short. Um, but stick with us, okay? Bear with us through this, and you'll learn what it's like for a military family to have to move overseas. And I think that's the great venture that we're going to get out of this. That's what I'm going to try my best to show you, the transition of picking everything up from where we're at and moving it all the way to Italy. It's going to be interesting. Um, as I said to you guys, I've made some friends in Italy, so it's going to be great to, I hope these friends turn out to be a good thing. They might not be a good thing, and we might not get along, or it might just be people that aren't really interested in meeting face to face, and that's fine. But I'm going to be as careful as I can. Be sure to meet them in public places, and hopefully they will be good, because it's talking with them. It's a school of kids that are wanting to be actors, and it would be interesting to be talking with them and showing them how films are made, and they can show me what life is like in Italy, and it'll be a great swap of information, and then I can bring that to you, and I can give you an idea of what it's like for an American to come and move all the way down to across the pond, as they say, to Italy. I do want to talk real quickly. I will talk about this real quickly. I talked with a sleep therapist. I happened to find one, and we just started talking, not face to face, of course, all virtually. And we started talking. And one thing that the person said that I found very interesting that I do want to share with you, and maybe I'll do a bigger video on dreams and how dreams work and so forth. But we were talking about nightmares, and I asked, is there a way to kind of control your nightmares from happening? And he said yes. Usually what you think about just before you fall asleep is something that you would dream about, they said. So just before you go to sleep, you don't want to think about how your day went. Or maybe if your day went fantastic, maybe you do. But if it went bad, if you had an anxiety attack, if you had a little depression, you may not want to think of that. Okay? So when you go to sleep, think good thoughts, because those last minutes of your thoughts in your brain is usually what you're going to dream about. That's what the person told me. Like right now, I'm all excited about the move, and hope that everything goes well, because we have animals, so we got to take these animals over to Italy. So we have so much that we have to do. So when I go to sleep, I'm going to keep in mind to always think positive things when I go to sleep. A lot of you people think, and I know from your DMs, that you think that, your mind, you have no control over your mind because you might have an anxiety attack or something. But you do have control of your mind. And when you think positive, a good majority of the time, positive will come. So just remember that. So I want to remind you guys that live feed is brought to you by Traveling Tech Teacher. For all your digital resources, check out travelingtechteacher.com. Also brought to you by theBULLYexposed.com. A 501c3 nonprofit organization geared at helping survivors of bullying, so let them help you. So I want to remind you that anyone can wear the crown, anyone can be a hero. Be kind to one another and have a great day.